What's up, YouTube? Twitch, Facebook, Instagram? I think I'm on Instagram, I don't know. But what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the studio, man. It is good to be back streaming once again for you guys. It's honestly, it's been a minute. Hold on, turn it down a little bit for you guys. But honestly, it's been a minute, and I'm happy to be back. Really happy to be back. I had to chill out on some things real quick. I had to go get some stuff fixed. I had to go get stuff for the stream and stuff. And at first I was gonna stream yesterday, but got caught up in some things. I was doing other stuff, so like my brother's in town with his kids, so I had to go see them and hang out with them and stuff. But other than that, all things is good over here. Everything's all good in the hood over here. How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing fine. I remember I told y'all that I was out here. I wasn't gonna start streaming again until I got all my equipment back and ready to go. Well, I got all my equipment back and ready to go, and yeah, so I'll be streaming more. I'm gonna start streaming more on Saturdays every week. Now, if I don't stream on a Saturday, that means I got something going on. Most likely I will have something going on if I'm not streaming that Saturday. Like, for example, next Saturday I'll be streaming, maybe the Saturday after that, and there'll be some weekends where I will stream maybe three times a weekend. So like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you'll probably see me on there. But other than that, that's pretty much how I want it to go. So, but other than that, guys, I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Hopefully you guys is doing, whatever y'all doing to make yourselves happy. It's some people are on spring break right now. Some people aren't on spring break. I know that my sister and her kids were on spring break last week, and they were enjoying themselves. So I know they back in town. I was dog sitting last weekend, but my spring break is coming to an end, and I didn't really do much for my spring break, honestly. I just eat, sleep, went to work, and repeat. And man, the night shift will do that to you, dog. The night shift will ruffle your feathers, fam. It's not fun. I don't suggest it on nobody, but gotta go get that paper. You gotta go do what you gotta do so that you can make ends meet and all that kind of stuff, because it's rough out here in these streets and all that kind of stuff. So, but as y'all can see, we gonna be going, as you can see, we're gonna be doing certain things tonight. We're gonna be playing. I know one thing, we're gonna be playing Stalker, because I need to go ahead and beat that game. I've been having it on my desktop for like a good minute now. I played it when it first came out and didn't go back to it because there was other games that had came out that I wanted to play. I was gonna play Avowed on here, but I was like, man, Avowed was kind of boring. I'm not even gonna hold y'all on that one, bro. Avowed is really, 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 really boring. So I decided not to finish playing Avowed. I mean, if you like the game, don't let me deter you from playing it, but it's kind of high-key boring. So, but today we're gonna play some Stalker and maybe jump back on some more Monster Hunter Wilds, because Monster Hunter is actually pretty good. I guess I beat the game. I don't know. I mean, I got to chapter 3, then there's, I googled and they were all like, there's more chapters after chapter 3. So I'm like, I don't want to keep playing after that, maybe. But from what my little brother told me, he said it's pretty fun afterwards. So I'm like, okay, well, can't really count as a post game. To me, it's not a post game, because I'm all like, if there's more than 3 chapters, because honestly, I didn't pay attention to the story. I was just ready to fight some monsters. I didn't really care about what was going on with the kid and all that kind of stuff. So, but we gonna jump on some Stalker. Hold on, if you don't know nothing about Stalker 2, let me tell y'all about this game real quick, because the game's actually pretty fun. It's a survival horror game. Well, I know it's more of a survival game, but if you want to throw horror in there, then yeah, it's horror based and all that kind of stuff. It came out earlier this year, and to be 100 with you, it's pretty fun, honestly. It has you thinking. You got to pay more attention to your weapons and all that kind of stuff, because you run out of bullets pretty fast. A lot of these people are like, especially the little creatures that be running around, they're bullet sponges pretty much. So you got to be careful on that. But other than that, y'all, I did want to go over some pro wrestling stuff, but I'm like, I'll say that for later, because I'm not gonna be playing Stalker all night. I will be switching throughout games. So I'm probably gonna jump from Stalker to Monster Hunter, then Monster Hunter to Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, maybe do it like that. Maybe Stalker to Avowed, maybe next. No, I'm not playing Avowed or Monster Hunter, So we're gonna see. We're gonna keep my options open. So, but before that, let's go to the live screen real quick, cause now we can go ahead and jump on the game. All right, let's go ahead. Setting the profile up. Ooh, oh wait, let me turn my stuff back up. Oh snap! I forgot to turn my music up. Oh well. Hold on. Yeah, boy, forgot to turn the music up. Cause I want y'all to. All right, let's get it popping. Cause y'all about to watch y'all boys suck. Like I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I played it. Like I said, I played it when it first came out. And I'm not gonna sit up and say I'm the best at it, cause I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. I'm not the greatest, but at the same time, though, it's just like I'm gonna make it work. We gonna make this work. Like I had fun with the game. The reason why I got this game, cause one is on Game Pass. Two, it just looks something different. It was something that's out of my that's out of games I normally play. I usually play a lot of RPGs. I usually play like Final Fantasy 14 is probably one of the biggest games I done played when I first got my Steam Deck. Then once I moved to PC, that's when I started playing it more. But then I started watching other streamers and all that stuff and playing games like this, and I went back and started playing like Metro Exodus, all those fun games. And this is like, hold on, I had to make sure I reply back to a text. All right, let's go. So let's go in here. Let's get the desktop noise up. I want y'all to hear this. Y'all don't hear this. Now I'm playing. All right, let's get on it. I don't know where I left off at, but the problem with certain games, but the only issue I have with this game is the fact that it's kind of like every game doesn't need to be open world. You know what I'm saying? Like like it's very overwhelming. Like I like games like this because side quests gives you other stuff to do. You get these rewarding gear, like you get rewards that can help you through the story and stuff. But like I expect stuff like that from RPGs and stuff. Not like this game, you don't really level up as you would think so. But behind seven seals, main mission, get into the sphere, abandoned communication hub. Okay, that's where I left off at. Stash. If you know about the stash, you one of us. Don't take more than you need. No, I'm taking fucking everything. Right trigger. That's what I want right there. Let's go. Cause I at least need to hear on my side. I don't know why my volume was low. I mean, as long as y'all hear it, is all that matters. That's another thing about these open world games. You be following the path that you, anomaly. So if you're wondering like what is this game about, so it's called Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. And if you know anything about Chernobyl and what happened in Chernobyl years ago, then you would know. But if you don't know, I think one of the nuclear plants blew up. It was like back in the 90s or in the 80s, and it's out there in Russia, I believe. And so it's a big, huge fallout zone. I think it's still unsafe to live there to this day. But ever since then, people been making games, movies, books, TV shows about said area because it's interesting. Because like mutation, people being mutated, people being, you know, all these types of nasty ass things. So yeah, that's pretty much what Chernobyl's all about. If you when you get a chance, go look it up. It's actually an interesting read. Like honestly, like, and that's not the only nuclear fallout that we done had in the world in the past. Damn, I think like 80 years maybe. Because there's some shit that happened over here in the States. Like if you ever play if you like Fallout, you'll like this game. I think, but this game is more hardcore to like survival horror than Fallout was. But I enjoy both because like I played Fallout 4 for the first time during the pandemic because I was never into Bethesda games like that. I always thought they were just a buggy mess. Then I played Fallout. Well, I played Fallout 4, and then who barking at me? Who? I thought I heard somebody barking. I think that. Oh, I guess I passed it. Or did I? Or was that stash right there? There's not stash right there. The fuck? Oh, let's see. Doggies want a piece of me. Look at that, come on. I'm trying to get this stash and they over here. Right over here. So yeah, it's more like survival of the fittest. You live in an apocalyptic Russia, because I think Russia's the only place that's. You about to get your head blown out, buddy.
Talk to our boss.
I had a dream about a bloodsucker last night. It looks so real.
Talk to our boss.
Shot someone.
And who the fuck is y'all's boss? I think I've been in here before.
Talk to our boss.
I thought you were the boss. You got whatever. I think I've been in here already. Yeah, I think I was in here before already. Yeah, I think I've been in here already. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Alright, let's get it popping and get into this. Because I want to make sure I have everything before I go in here into the... Okay, so I did get the stuff already. Alright, just making sure. I didn't know if it was everything. Okay, so I guess I did all my side quests for now. People just all of a sudden want to hit me up, want to start talking. Like, damn, y'all waiting for me to get on stream, then want to start talking. No, the one thing you got to do is you got to keep up with your health. Not just your health, but you also got to keep up Oh, I didn't know I had a key. Okay, shit. Okay. Yeah. Gotta make sure your dude is well fed and stuff. I don't know what happens if you don't feed him, but I ain't trying to find out. Another boomstick. I love how my my setup is like how it's 81 degrees down here. I don't know why is it telling me the temperature when I'm that's not what I'm trying to look for. Hold on. All right. I just saw my health go down. Wait, his health going down? It is. Hold on. How the hell? I just now noticed that. I'm over here wasting health packs and stuff. I'm like, big dog ain't even. How are we hurting? Hold on. I gotta check my status ailments because this ain't making no sense. Oh wait, I think I know what it is. But that stopped it. It stopped it. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. That stopped it for a bit. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now next weekend I'm probably gonna be playing Atomfall. Most likely I'll play Atomfall, which is another game just like this. So yeah. Not gonna lie, that's kind of cold. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cold. Bold. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah. Yeah, I was supposed to go in that hole right there. Get into the spirit band communication. Alright, we in. We in. I'll take that. Then we're gonna use you. Yeah. Oh no. Oh boy. Where all the ammunition? Oh, okay. All this ammunition like this right here. I got. Look at that, we all anti-radiation drugs. The fuck? What the fuck? See that? Stuff like that. Don't even know what that was. A gust of wind decided. Fuck, I don't want to bet. Why'd I pick up a bunny? And watch, ain't none of that shit gonna be worth using. Oh, okay, I thought I went the wrong way. And I don't know what that is, but using telekinesis or something.
All set. The tunnel codes have been updated. It's 2765.
Oh my god, now we got encumbrance. Let me drop some stuff that I do not need.
Affirmative, sir. All squared away.
Copy that. Now, make your way back and keep this hush-hush.
My lips are sealed, sir.
There we go. And the weapon I just dropped, he threw at whatever that thing was, threw at me. Oh, nope. It says get inside the sphere. Not this way, or is it? No. Am I in the wrong area? Yeah, I feel like, yeah. But wait. When I came down here, why did it say I was in the right area, though? Like, okay. What is? We about to head that way now. Come on, wait, bruh. No. Okay, now am I lost now? You're not lost. No. There we go. Alright, okay, yeah, I keep running in circles. There you go. Oh my god. Fuck. There we go. This way. This way. Fuck, it got me. Ah, they got me there. Shit, I tried to get out of there. Dying. And it didn't do me too justice. Okay, hold on. I was just up in there. Oh, wait. I have to reopen this stuff. We're not picking up everything, but we gotta. Oh, okay, that's where I messed up at. I searched the bodies and didn't dip. That was my issue. I didn't pay attention to the part where it said search the bodies. Once I searched the bodies, get up out of there.
All set. The tunnel codes have been updated. It's 2765.
Alright, so that's where.
Is everything sorted out the bridge?
Affirmative, sir. All squared away.
Copy that. Now, make your way back and keep this hush-hush.
My lips are sealed, sir.
Oh. Oh. That's why it was beeping. He was beeping. Oh, okay. So, hold on. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick, ladies and gentlemen. So. All right, y'all. We back. We had to make sure everything was good. Oh, I had to use the restroom real quick. Really, I had to go turn the fan off in my bathroom. Oh boy. Let's go. Okay, that didn't do too much. Let's eat a weenie. Let's eat some bread. What's this? Canned food. And we're good. All right. Oh god, he can't put it in his damn self. What was the code? 2765. 2765. What the fuck? Here, I'm pest control. Here, have that. Cause I knew. Boom. Damn, that took out a lot of them. Here, had this. I am afraid to go down there. Make your boy skin crawl. What the fuck? I killed a couple. Let's go. God, leave it. It makes your skin crawl just looking at these motherfuckers. Come on, we gon' come on. Where they at? Matter of fact, where's my knife at? Where's my knife at? I cannot ain't. Fuck it. Nah, come back since y'all want to start stuff. Nah, come back. Nasty freaks of nature. We got a pulse, I'm shooting it. These post-apocalyptic games are just crazy. Okay, just making sure that was. Alright, so we in the sphere. Down here. Shit! the one time I had a good aim on it. WWE wrestlers who sabotage. Oh, okay. So usually when I play the game, I usually have like something playing in the background. So like maybe my phone playing, or since I'm playing on PC today, I have an iMac that's sitting next to my gaming PC, and I usually have that on like YouTube or like cable TV or something. I'm usually just watching something on there. That's that good stuff. Somebody here. Oh, there's some. That is weak. Right when I had a good aim on him too. Just click. Nothing. The fuck. That's the one thing that's gonna irritate the hell out of y'all about this game is that right there. They really put in those real life. Like make it. They want to make it seem real. So when your gun jams, it likes to jam at the wrong time. How'd I waste 2 bullets already? Nah. Bro, what the fuck, man? And you bleed so damn fast. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. I'm like, fuck's sake, Batman. Took out the people on this side? Yeah, I did. I got somebody over there. Now what do we have here? Oh, wrong. Yeah, we equip that. Yeah, we equip that because I feel like it's gonna help me out in the long run. Drop all because we don't want all that. Ammo.
Oi, drop the gun. Who the fuck are you?
Who'd you sell Herman out to?
Huh? You got some nerve, mate. Breaking into a military base, raising hell, and now you're pestering me with questions. Shit, I should shoot you right here and be done with it.
When was the last time you cleaned that thing? Kim's tend to misfire a lot if you don't take care of them.
Well, I'm a lucky guy.
Well, your stove's on fire.
What?
God damn. Yeah, beat his ass since he got us all the way out here.
fucking scanner.
PMs tend to misfire a lot if you don't take care of them.
Well, I'm a lucky guy.
Funny. Oh, shit! Look, I'm a nobody. I just put anomalies on the map. Sure, I sold stuff on the side to guys like you, but that's it. Nestor runs the scanner business.
Nestor?
He's the one you should be talking to. The kingpin of garbage. It's a huge pile of trash. You can't miss it. It's north of... goddamn bread. Thanks, mate. Nestor. It's north of Zalesia. Hang on. Did you get busted? Listen, I didn't betray Herman. I've sold some people out in my day. But not you guys.
He's still trying to fight.
That's
Thank
one
you.
less pile of trash to deal with.
Exactly, bro. Niggas just still try to fight me. Like, bro, you're going up against a dude that has a gun and a knife. Like, be real with yourself. We got an emergency here. Nestor, the warden knows about the scanner. Every time I press B, he starts crouching. I know you got some other stuff in there, buddy. Fuck! Is it near him? These jokers' weapons come broke all the fucking time. Oh yeah, we picking up everything in this piece. Cause see, like you got all the good stuff. You got med kids. You got. Okay, let's get by there. What do they want me to do? This. I can leave the spear. Yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, what? Lurking in the shadows, and niggas come for that. Yo. Unload. Unload. What you doing? Bullshit. Yeah, I got that too. Oh, it looks so clean and untouched up here. Like, nothing really blew up here. Crazy. Press a certain button, be like open, you know. No, okay. So this place is untouched. Where the fuck this nigga from? Where these fools come from? Nah, say that's bullshit. Ah, that makes a lot of sense now. Open door. Fire him. That did not. Bro, these niggas ain't dead still. Or did I take him out? Something pretty good attack. It wasn't bad, it wasn't bad. I'm gonna upgrade this weapon right here because nigga learn how to reload, bro. Don't wait for me. Nah, don't wait for me. Don't load. You know, I got questions for y'all, but you know what? I don't care. Cause I'm gonna make this dude a savage. Wow, I'm only getting one bullet out of these. That's crazy. I'm only getting one bullet. And somebody threw a grenade. I'm only getting one bullet out of these. It's crazy. One bullet, 2 bullets. Okay, now we getting somewhere. Not my encumbered when I'm just trying to get ammunition. Like the fuck. Right now I'm out of nowhere. How do you get it? Oh, I see it now. We gotta get the fuck up out of here. There's too many of them. Nobody got the time for this shit. Y'all are everywhere. Oh my god, this dude is like... Oh, they everywhere, bro. What the... Alright, you about to die. Yeah, go ahead and die. I'm about to die. Yeah, go ahead and take me out. Cause ain't no way homeboy gonna get up out of here in one freaking piece. Cause I thought that fence I just jumped was gonna save me, but it did not. Can't even jump a fence, bro. What the fuck? How the hell am I supposed to get up out of here? I done scoured the whole... What the hell? There's gotta be another way out of here. Y'all gonna follow me, come on. Whatever that guy might do it out here for, he need. You better be worth it, cause what the fuck. It's the way the thing about this game is like the way he bleeds so easily. Like, god damn. Okay, I understand people like realism in their games, but Jesus Christ. go outside and play. Fuck this shit, bro. This is like an uphill battle at this point. There's gotta be another way out of here. I'm gonna have to go the opposite way. This fool thought I meant. No, that's not what I meant, fool. Like, huh? Probably should have went the way I came. Lure him down here. Yeah, or lure him down here or something. But you get this game right here, you gotta be, you know, you gotta be up on it. Like you, like I said, survival horror. Well, this is a survival type game. Please, I'm not gonna get this. Wow, can't even go back through there. Crazy, that's crazy. These fools got everything under the sun besides what I want. That's more bullets, sucker. Take these jokers out. That would do. Still standing after that, bro. I don't understand. Fuck. I could have out of here now, cause I lured like son of a. Oh, again, no.
Target low.
Welcome to that hunt, dumbass. No. This way. No. Oh, when it rains in this game, it rains. Thunderstorms and everything. There goes the opening. And we out this bitch. It took me a minute, but I found it. Your boy found it. And we got freaking natures running around too. Great. Actually,
Skiff, come in. What the hell are you up to? Actually, don't tell me. It'll just make me jealous. Did you find what you were looking for?
Sutter doesn't know shit. But he did mention a guy called Nestor.
Nestor? This is getting interesting now. Well, welcome to the real deal. Head over to the detention center. My, friends there might be able to help you with Nestor. Use the northern checkpoint as the gaffer for the key. Don't worry about my men. They're nice guys, if a little on the wild side.
alright, let's grab some stuff.
Incoming a mission. Take cover, everyone. Stay outside and you'll get a lavish funeral, orchestra and all, at your own expense.
Oh, joy. I thought they was trying to kill me. I was about to get mad. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to fight nobody else. Like, I am on y'all's team, bro. Okay. That's now. What the fuck is going on here? Bro, it's...
Make yourself useful, man.
Get to a shelter. Okay. I'm taking a wild guess. That's a shelter up there. God dang, what the hell is happening to me?
Whatever needs to happen.
Dog. Let's get to the shelter. I could have sworn I just healed too. This game is very challenging, but hey, we gonna make it do what it do. We gon' how the fuck how they ain't getting hurt?
Get out, man. It's too crowded up.
What's in a mission anyway? Guys?
It's like wind, like a red, deadly wind. If it gets you, you're toast. So if you hear the warning, run like hell to the nearest shelter.
Is it that deadly? The emergency fuck that one.
So, no one in the zone has ever survived any mission.
Well, there are the islanders. Rumor has it they don't give a damn about the emissions from the Dugar. But they're not exactly the sociable sort. I've never seen anyone survive an emission myself.
Okay, take the key to the another. Oh, it's over. So it's over already. That was quick. So all I had to do was go talk to somebody. Wait, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let me feed this chomp real quick. Alright, so first of all, let's go to the hospital. Go to
My favorite patient. Howdy.
I'm your favorite patient.
Are you kidding? You're perfectly fine.
I
Stay
don't.
safe.
Nah.
And be careful out there in the field.
He said I'm good, but I doubt that my character's good. I highly doubt he's good right now. Let's run up and Yep.
A decent visitor, finally. For you, I'll do my best. Good luck out there.
thought it did end. That's why we're out here.
The usual? I'll always keep a bottle ready for you.
To take the move and post it. See, this is the thing about this map, bro. Like,
Yesterday was my birthday.
yeah, see, I'm right here. What the fuck is the person I'm supposed to give it to? Like, it's not making no sense. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5. See, look. Take it to the northern checkpoint. See, boy, right here.
You need anything? Get yourself some nice loot.
Here's the key, Skiff.
That's it. I do like that this game is not hand-holdy though. Like, I gotta figure it out on my own, so I will give it that. I was like, what's my phone?
Attention all stalkers. This is Captain Zoltov. The ward's investigation in the Lesser Zone is now concluded. You have been granted freedom of movement once again. But be warned, any transgressions will have severe consequences. No more second chances. Gaffer, come in. Plaster here. Zotov wasn't bluffing. The eastern checkpoint's all clear. So, I'm making my move to the cordon. Then onwards to Zaton, to meet up with Beard. Let's just hope he's not sleeping with the fishes in the swamp. All right.
Oh my comfort, not comfort. Oh shit. See that there. Poor dog. Didn't ask for that. Damn, I didn't mean to do that. Homie can't swim. Homie can't swim. What the fuck? Big dog can't swim. That's wild. I thought he could. That just got me. Was not expecting that to happen. I mean, I don't think he would know how to, you know. That's what I get for assuming. That's what I get for assuming. Oh shit, I'm right back here.
Here's the key, Skiff.
Skiff. Let's go do this again.
Taking music classes.
Matter of fact, what time is it right now? Let me turn my AC on because it is spicy in here. Oh, damn near almost blew my knee out trying to get it back in here. Damn.
Show
My
I
God,
can put it on for my pros right now.
Like, man, hold on, let me readjust myself.
Attention all stalkers.
There we go.
This is Captain Zoltov. The ward's investigation in the lesser zone is now concluded. You have been granted freedom of movement once again. But be warned, any transgressions will have severe consequences. No more second chances.
I don't give my boy a second chance. I'm out here fighting for his life.
Gaffer, come in. Plaster here. Zoltov wasn't bluffing. The eastern checkpoint's all clear. So, I'm making my move to the cordon. Then onwards to Zaton, to meet up with Beard. Let's just hope he's not sleeping with the fishes in the swamp. Alright.
The problem I got with this is like they got my dude walking everywhere. I feel like he shouldn't have to walk everywhere. Like, I'm like, where's the fast travel and all that kind of stuff? Like, I know they want you to explore, but gotta remember he can't swim. Gotta remember that big dog cannot swim. We pick out everything over here. Oh, I came back. Cool. Oh, for the love of God. What the fuck? Bro, what? It just knocked me off the thing, man. But hey, it's whatever, famo. We'll try it again. Back over here. If I die again, we gonna have to. I'm gonna change games. Oh man, cause what was that? Some invisible force came and knocked me off my feet.
Here's the keys.
Yeah, whatever. Leave the lesser zone via northern checkpoint. I'm trying to, but every time a brother try to, y'all find a way to keep him here.
Attention all stalkers.
Yeah, whatever, I don't care. I don't care, it's all talk.
Investigation in the lesser zone is now concluded. You have been granted freedom of movement once again. But be warned, any transgressions will have severe consequences. No more second chances. Gaffer, come in. Plaster here. Sotov wasn't bluffing. The eastern checkpoint's all clear. So, I'm making my move to the cordon. Then onwards to Zaton, to meet up with Beard. Let's just hope he's not sleeping with the fishes in the swamp. Alright.
We gotta keep knocking a brother into it. Alright, so here we go. Coupons. Getting rid of all of it. This way. Yeah, there we go. Now we make this proper. Get to the detention center. Alright. Oh, for the love of God.
Your clock's in pretty good there.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna snuff it. So what do we do now? How do we find his attack?
I'll check his pockets. Bet he's got something on his PDA.
Am I at least close to it? To the detention center. Real tired of these dogs, man. Yeah. Nah, come back because you gonna cause problems and stuff. Oh, the wrong way. Made it to the detention center.
Headed this way after all.
Told you. Let him come.
Nice suit.
I don't know what the hell you're doing here, Stalker. But you got here just in the nick of time. The question is, can we trust you?
Oh man, this email is intended for to receive the email in error. Please notify IT desk. Nice. Oh, they really? Yeah, you can't trust anyone.
You can't trust anyone. A better question would be, what's in it for me?
Fair enough. So what do you want? Money?
Nestor.
Ha! You just might be our ace in the hole. We've got a certain interest in the basement under the factory. And we found one of Nestor's hideouts there, too. He's got quite an archive. And my gut tells me there's some clues down there about his current whereabouts. But we've got a problem. The Ward. They've sealed off every exit from the factory and jammed all our communications. And they did it while my men were inside. We could really use a good man who can make short work of a problem like this.
Give me the coordinates. What's Nestor to you?
What do you want Nestor for?
We don't really need the old man himself. But he's like a magpie. He steals anything that isn't nailed down. And I'd love to see whatever he's got from the lab under the factory. Documents, specimens, you name it.
And who are you?
You're way too disciplined for a bunch of loners. Who are you?
You're a sharp one, huh? Where's Spark? We used to help scientists unravel the mysteries of the zone. But now the whole zone is in serious danger. And we're standing against that danger. The Ward.
You want me to rescue your men?
Why don't you rescue your men on your own? Am I really that special?
Well, I can name one advantage. You don't really know us. Worst case scenario, you won't tell the wardens too much. And they're experts at loosening people's tongues. Trust me.
I'll see what I can do to help your people.
You don't need to go in guns blazing. The building is large and dilapidated. There are plenty of ways to get past the patrols and security checkpoints. The last time my squad made contact was in the basement. The place you're looking for is down there too. I'll send you the lab access codes. They might come in handy. Hold on. Here, take my gun. If we end up in a firefight, the zone likes it quiet. That's what we say.
Gun he just handed me. There it is. Man said to do what he had to do. Man, I got more bullets for this than anything.
Something's not right.
I was like, oh, cause he looked just like one of them for a minute. I was like, hold on. Here we go. All right, always these bozos ain't got no type of good weapons on them either. Holy hell, that man never fucking mind. I come out there, I'm like, he said well, he did say you don't have to go in guns a-blazing though, so. But I kinda wanted to. We'll roam out this way. Alright, if I die again, then I'll take this way. Shit. Oh, that's so gay. That's so weak. What the fuck? I come here, everybody bomb already. You know what? Fuck it. I'm about to die. Now this time around, y'all, I'm about to die. Cause what in the world? I come to the window, everybody on full alert. Like, And one of them got they got me on that one. Like, dang. Boy. All right. So I'm gonna take a little break. Might switch games maybe. Yeah, we gonna go back to the main menu, but we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. But while we're, you know, going on break, I will play some. I was about to say zesty tunes, but we're not playing those zesty tunes. So, but yeah, I'll be right back. And wait, what the hell? So we'll all right, this stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be right back.
The suppression, the use of marijuana.
All right, YouTube, we back, we back. Well, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you watching this at, we back, we back, we back. So there was a little video that I wanted to watch with you guys.
Every single note.
So let me give y'all some. Well, I want to say some context, but let me turn my mic back up and all that kind of stuff. But so I think it was about a month ago or so, and I did a Poppy Playtime video, right? And I think it was Super Bowl Sunday is when I uploaded it. I don't know, you got to go double check. I don't keep up with the dates, but more videos like that are coming. It's just not gonna be Poppy Playtime stuff. It's gonna be covering a lot of other things too. I might start talking about that last game I just got done playing, Stalker 2, because the game is hard. Well, it's not hard. It's just kind of tedious and fucking annoying, to be honest with you. But what's up? Welcome back. Welcome to the stream. But so I talked about Poppy Playtime. I just did that one video. I am working on another video when it comes to Poppy Playtime. But we will be. Oh no. My bad, y'all. Let me turn this down. I want to turn this down. But with Poppy Playtime, yeah, that is something I wanted to make another video about. But I wanted to go down a different route about it though. But this one YouTuber right here, I wanted to watch this video with y'all because it's kind of it's the best way to put it. Damn. I lost train of thought that fast. Pretty much he goes over a lot of stuff in the Poppy Playtime universe. So it's like he dropping videos like every 5 minutes, like every other minute. So we gonna sit here, we gonna watch this video real quick. Shout out to my boy Poppy Theory. He always does these videos. He really loves him some Poppy Playtime. Like he really truly does. So let's go on and get into this video real quick. Grab you some popcorn, grab you some stuff, because we gonna sit through it. We gonna watch a little bit of it. We'll probably watch the whole thing because it's an hour-long video. So we'll stop. We'll talk about some things. I might crack some jokes here and there. But yeah. So let's go on and get into it.
This is every single note in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. I'm going to be going over them mostly in order of appearance. However, they're also going to be grouped in terms of relevance. Feel free to have this in the background while you do schoolwork, munching on some McDonald's, or while you're about to go to sleep. So with all that being said, let's get into the first note. Caution, red smoke. Subject, red smoke. Date, March 18th, 1994. Caution, for those involved with our construction processes, we caution your use of combustion or heat-based elements within environments containing red smoke. Due to the nature of its composition, when exposed to the right pressure conditions, the gas has been tested to react to high temperatures. While its use above can be regulated by environmental sensors and the correct filter equipment, the environments below are not yet afforded such luxuries, which is why the advanced piping leading from our production center above is first on your docket. With higher natural pressure below, the matter is all the more urgent. We caution against the use of lighters, lanterns, and other smaller objects that produce heat. For necessary machinery, we require the use of nitrous cooling equipment to stabilize vehicle temperatures. As always, we wish for quick and efficient work. However, we might help in this matter. Simply let us know. Our thanks, the science staff. While this note seems pretty normal on the surface, we can actually see that this is more foreshadowing to the end of Chapter 4, because it's the very same thing that Poppy later tells us when she goes over her plan to blow up the entire factory, including pretty much all of the toys inside of it. But what's also interesting is the date on the note, because it says it was written on March 18th, 1994, which is surprisingly the exact day that this is being written. But what's interesting about it is that this seems to be the construction of the prison, and if the prison was only made about a year and a half before the Hour of Joy, then this would mean that the prototype could have used the prison in order to enact the Hour of Joy. But there's also a second theory as to what this could be referring to, because if the science staff are writing this, then what would they have to do with the prison? Well, if they're building the labs, then it would actually make sense as to why the science staff would be getting involved with Warrenbach construction, especially since at the very end of Chapter 4, we see the red smoke surround us. And so if the red...
Alright, so I don't think he's explained it well, but I'm gonna explain it here anyway. So the red smoke is pretty much like if you ever played Batman or I wouldn't say play Batman because you know, but have you ever read any Batman comics, any of the movies, TV shows, cartoons, games, whatever? Remember the supervillain Scarecrow? Pretty much that's what the red smoke is. It helps makes you hallucinate. It's supposed to help the kids sleep because I don't think he's gonna talk about. I think he did say something about the kids falling asleep, but he the red smoke actually puts the kids to sleep. Now, mind you, this game's fucked up. The way that these people do these kids is outright just horrendous. Like it's disgusting how they do these kids. But the red smoke was introduced in the last chapter, chapter 3, with catnap and all that, and it's supposed to help the kids fall asleep. But what happened was, quote unquote, by accident, you got to do air quotes when you talk about this subject, is that when they sold the catnap toys to in real life to people out there, they all like, okay, each, you know what, what we're gonna do? We're gonna break down a lot of stuff on this stream tonight when it comes down to Poppy Playtime. So we're gonna talk about it after this. But pretty much there was a line of characters that came out all together. They were called the Smiling Critters, and Catnap was one of the Smiling Critters. And each Smiling Critter had like a scent to them. Like one of them was like magenta. I think another one was like they're like these really exotic scents and all that kind of stuff. So when they sold Catnap, he had the poppy, I think it was the poppy scent or something like that. And so when the kids had the little, and what it is, all you do is tug his tail and he'll spray something. So, and it was supposed to help the kids fall asleep. Well, come to find out, and it was actually making kids have nightmares, and he had to recall the toy. So the toy got recalled, and now they had to put it on the shelf and all that kind of stuff. Now, I said in air quotes because of the fact that there is a doctor in here named Harley Sawyer who we all know that he's a bad guy. Like, we all know he ain't shit. So, so with that saying, I feel that he is the reason why those toys got out in the wild and they were sold on shelves, and that's why kids were having hallucinations and all that kind of jazz. So it's pretty fucked up, to be 100 with you, but that's what this game is based on. It's based on some fucked up shit, to be honest with you. But back to, but first and foremost, I gotta give this dude an applause though, because the way he does his stuff, man, it's just the way he does things is amazing. Like, he really does get his stuff together. He really does a great job at this. So I give him applause. And gotta do another one because he good at it.
Red smoke is all throughout the labs, then it would make sense why the science staff are warning the construction workers to avoid igniting it. These next notes have to do with the character known as Riley, and if you've already seen my video on Riley, then skip to this timestamp here. Near the beginning of chapter 4, in order to board the prison train, you have to grab a key from what seems to be a rotten kissy-missy corpse, and once you do this, you can then open a room which allows you to solve the puzzle to activate the train. However, this little kissy missy has a deeper backstory than you might have thought. On our way to the prison, we find 5 of her journal entries scattered in the form of notes, and each one of these notes gets darker and darker, making this one of the saddest stories in Poppy Playtime. So let's start with the very first note.
I forgot to make a disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like TV shows, movies, games, books, whatever, it's any form of media that where the story is where they harm children, I highly suggest you click off right now. I probably won't be watching this long, but if you're not a big fan of that, by all means, I won't be mad. I understand fully that you're not a big fan of kids being tortured in media. So like I say, if you're not a fan of that, by all means, go ahead, click off. Because the story he about to talk about right now, it is kind of messed up. Like, and we're seeing it from a little girl's point of view of what happens. So yeah. If you don't want to see it or hear it, by all means, click on off.
I'm gonna read each one and then explain her story as we go on. 2 weeks since the fire, August 8th, 1994. Riley, age 12, First week at Playcare, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what I wanted it to be. There are a lot of people here, and they've given a lot to me. A room, a roof, a big pink bed, girly toys, I'm a little too old for that, and a journal. The adults encourage me to talk to the other kids, but I'm not sure what to say to them. Most of them have been here almost their whole lives, or at least they were young enough that they can't remember what they lost. My parents loved, protected, and taught me, and I'm not sure the others even remember what that's like. They don't know what they don't have, but I do. I remember a lot. I try to be kind to them though, even if there's very little I can say. Right now, I think I prefer it like that. The nice counselor who said I was quiet told me I could say whatever I wanted in my journal, and it would only be for me. Make 2 lists, she said. One with what's important to me right now, in this moment, and the other being why. She said it might help me. I'm going to try it. What's important to me? That the nice counselor cares enough about me to try and make me feel at home. Trying to get comfortable here, even if it's not home, it's all I have now. Trying to get comfortable here, even if it's not home, it's all I have now. That my life matters, since it can be lost so quickly. That my parents' lives matter too. Why? Because I'm scared. Anything can happen in an instant and leave you with nothing. And because of that, I'm scared that nothing matters. But I want to feel happy again. Really, I do. And it's important to me right now, in this moment, that someone here cares that I fool at home, even if I'm not. Here, we can see the very starts of Riley's journey in Playcare. However, what's important to know is that at the very top of the note, it says 2 weeks since the fire. But she crossed this out and instead wrote the actual dates, which is literally 1 year before the hour of joy on the dot. She tells us that she's been at Playcare for about a week now, meaning in between the accident with her parents and coming to Playcare, the police were most likely trying to find a home for Riley. She also seems to be a very mature girl for her age, as her writing has pretty much perfect punctuation and she has a great appreciation for her parents, one that most kids don't usually have until they're an adult. She then tells us that the nice counselor told her to write down lists, and this nice counselor is later revealed to be Claire Harper, the same person that we heard in the chapter 3 tape where she described Marie Payne, or also known as the girl who was turned into Mommy Longlegs, as having a very intense nightmare, most likely due to the red smoke. And because of Riley's list, we can see that she's a scared little girl who just wants to feel happy again, who just wants things to go back to the way they were. January 14th, 1995. Being chosen. The other kids talk about it a lot. I still don't know what that's about exactly. If it means being adopted, I'm not sure I even want that. What's important to me? Figuring out if I even want to be adopted. Trying to feel what the others seem to feel day in and day out. Why? If I was happy like them and could feel it like that, maybe I'd appreciate everything more. Maybe I'd want to be chosen too. February 10th, 1995. I've been chosen. Dr. White chose me. For a while, I didn't know I wanted to be, or how I'd feel if I was. But really, I think I'm happy. There were interviews, of course, but I didn't think any of those couples actually liked me. Too anxious, too quiet, doesn't get along with the other kids. And the test scores don't always make a good kid, they often say. But I guess somebody liked me. I asked if I could take out my journal. They said yes, but I wanted to write this out before I leave. I haven't felt like this since before the accident, since my parents. The lists Miss Harper told me about have helped me a lot in recent months. And now, I think I have more for the first list than ever. What's important to me? That I still try to be the girl my parents raised, live by their values so that a part of them is still here, so that their lives mattered, being good to myself and to whoever takes me in, staying happy, finding more friends, getting used to a new home, growing up to help kids that were like me, start an orphanage like Elliot Ludwig, and fill it with toys and good people. In this second note, we can hear that Riley has learned about some kids being
Now, okay. Now, the one thing that it says right there that I kind of find kind of is like what's important to me, that I still try to be the girl my parents raised, living by their values, so that a part of them is still here, so their their lives. Wait, no, go back, no. Oh well. So pretty much, she's trying to live her life like Elliot Ludwig, and yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out well. That she wants to, be like him, because she won't learn the dark horror of what's really truly going on until she gets, well, I won't say get adopted, but when they mean by getting chosen, they mean by like you would think getting adopted, but when they mean by getting chosen is that they're getting chosen to become these freaks of nature that you see in the game, like catnap, the creatures that are attacking us. So she everybody's thinking that they're going to these loving homes, but all actuality they're getting turned into toys and being used. They're pretty much being turned into toys so that the factory workers don't have to, not the factory workers, but the guys that run the company don't have to pay for actual people to come in and do the job, when they can just take these orphans that nobody's going to be looking for, turn them into toys, and make them work. Like Huggy Wuggy. No grown man should be saying Huggy Wuggy out loud, and I just said his name again. But he's pretty much security in the first game. Like, he's the only thing that's trying to kill you in the first chapter. Second chapter, Mommy Longlegs was a creature that was made to, monitor kids at this little game thing that she had. We'll go back and watch those parts as well. Chapter 3 is when you start finding out things is really fucked up, and chapter 4 is when things really just go off the rails. Like, literally, they go off the rails. So, yeah, Riley's story is really messed up. I wanted to hear from a kid's point of view on how they handled this, but yeah, we didn't get that until chapter 4. Now, the one thing I will say that disappoints me about this game is that how long it takes for the next chapter to come out. Like, chapter 4 came out in January, and chapter 3 came out last year in January. And I don't remember when chapter 2 or 1 came out, because I really didn't start kicking it with the Poppy crew until last year last January. So that's when I was really like knee deep in the lore. Then I was like, I need to see chapter 4, need to see chapter 4, need to see chapter 4. Chapter 4, we didn't get that until like a year later. So by this time last year, actually, I kind of tuned out of Poppy Playtime, because I was all like, yeah, y'all just regurgitating the same stuff over and over and over and over and over. And I just don't want to keep hearing the same, because I was thinking some of these YouTubers were re-uploading their videos that they put up, and a lot of the people in the comments was catching on to that, like, hey, y'all, you just re-uploaded this same video, just adding more stuff to it. Like, there's only so much you can do. And I'm a firm believer of, like, as a YouTuber, as a content creator, that I just don't want to just want to do one topic. Like, I know there's PokeTubers out there, like this dude, he's a Poppy Playtime theory YouTuber, all that kind of stuff. I want to talk about a lot of things: games, wrestling, comics, anime, movies, all that kind of stuff. Stuff that I like. This is what the studio's all about. We come in here, we talk about what we want to talk about and stuff. As long as it's, respectful, we being respectful to each other. But other than that, though, what's up, Darius? I see you. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to fix the chat thing. I don't know why it's that little tiny box, but I need to fix the chat thing. So bear with me. Next stream, ladies and gentlemen, that will be fixed. I might be streaming tomorrow night just to show y'all that I fixed it. But y'all see the socials at the bottom? Please go follow. I try to be on Twitter, but honestly, me and Twitter just don't click. I had to remake a whole new Instagram because my last one got hacked. So. But let's go on and get back into this video, because like I said, I'm giving this dude a view, and I'm giving him a shout out as well, because I really do like his videos. Him, and there's another YouTuber that does this kind of stuff, and I'm still trying to figure out the beat that he uses, the instrumental that he uses in the back in his videos as a background instrumental, because I really want to use it for one of mine. But then again, I don't want nobody to be all like, oh, you're copying, you're copying. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear all that, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. But let's go on and get back into the video.
being chosen. And although this may seem like adoption, we know for a fact it isn't, including one of the tapes named Samuel Lee's Last Day. In the tape, we hear what seems to be a teacher, maybe even a Miss Delight, and she says that Dr. White has chosen Samuel Lee.
And here they all are.
Well, of course. They'd never miss this. Listen, Mrs. Brooks, we're going away. Tell us. This week, Dr. White here has selected our very own Samuel Lee. Now, before he goes, let's all give Sam one last goodbye, shall we? With me. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, Sam!
And as you'll see later on in the notes, being chosen by Dr. White is one of the worst things that can happen to a child in play care. And the first part of the note seems to be very, very short, almost as if she really wanted to write down her.
Man, you already know the Twitter sheep, they be on it, man. I be trying not to be on Twitter as much, bro, but man, it's a no-no over here, fam. I'm sorry. I get on Twitter every now and then. So like, for example, the last time I used it was actually yesterday, because since the WWE's out of town, they're out of the States and they're in another country, different time zones. So instead of trying to, find a VPN, well, I do have a VPN, and I just could have watched it on Netflix like a normal person. But I ain't feel like doing all that, and I wasn't near my computer anyway, so I decided to just pull up Twitter. I only use Twitter for to catch highlights from all sports related events, because people are so quick on there. They're quick as fuck too, to be honest with you, to cover stuff. So like AEW's last pay-per-view they had, I used Twitter I just refreshed it. Somebody shared it, because a lot of people on Twitter think they're they think that they're sports analysts all of a sudden, and they just be, oh, this, you know how it goes, dog. So yeah, the Twitter sheet, it's like when people jump on Twitter, it's like a switch goes off in their head and they just start acting all types of, stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just look at it. Go look at some posts they put on. Well, they probably might act stupid on Facebook too, but go look at what they put on Facebook, then go look what they put on Twitter. For some reason, it just got people acting dumb. And the app barely works every now. It works when it wants to work, to be honest with you, bro. It's a horrible app. I'm sorry. And I don't like calling it X. I'm just keep calling it Twitter. As you can see in my thing, you see I still got the Twitter bird. I don't have the X. I have the bird. Because I'm just that's what I didn't want to change it. So it is what it is. They'll live.
Doubts about being chosen. However, although she has doubts, she's pursuing after her happiness and realizing that if she's ignorant and just accepts how things are in play care, she could live a happier life. But just about a month after the first entry, Riley was sadly chosen by Dr. White. She says that although she didn't know if she wanted to be chosen, she really thinks that she's happy. And apparently there's an interview process, maybe to go over what your psyche is like in order to pair you with the perfect toy. But the thing is, she thinks that being chosen really just means being adopted. And she briefly mentions that she had good test scores, most likely referring to the game station tests that we see in Chapter 2. But since in a Chapter 4 tape, when we hear that Sawyer chose one of the Dowie children for his very high test scores, it's likely that Riley's intelligence led her to having extremely high scores in the games.
The subject excels in all physical tests. Reflexes, reaction time, and mental fortitude all tested well above average in game station examinations. So, in spite of said concerns, in Dr. Sawyer's eyes, Kevin is ideal for the project. If we're to create an experiment that can fulfill multiple assigned roles, we can't allow any single consciousness to throw the others off. Even a simple misregulation of emotions means we have 900 pounds of dough that can shift however it pleases and can turn on even those it trusts, simply because it was overwhelmed by a stray feeling. Regardless, Sawyer's...
Homeboy sound pissed, but he right though. He right though. Like I said, y'all learning that these there's one character in here that I would say is an idiot that I really can't. I wouldn't say I can't stand, but I think she's stupid. You'll see who I'm talking about, because you'll be all like, that don't even make sense. Why is she going along with this? But you'll see what I'm talking about in just a moment.
Word is law, and subjects 1322A and C are to be gathered for processing first thing tomorrow morning.
But it gets even sadder when you realize what Riley wrote down is important. She said that she's trying to be the girl that her parents raised, live by their values so that a part of them is still here, and make sure that their lives mattered. But the very last thing that she wrote shows that she really was a good kid. She says that she also wanted to start an orphanage, just like Elliot Ludwig, filling the whole place with toys and good people, just showing that she really cared for others. Quadruple question mark. This wasn't what I thought, what anyone thought. They took me somewhere, not out, but under, deep beneath everything. They gave me a shot, and I went to sleep. Maybe that was days ago, maybe it was weeks. I remember images. My skin opened up like flower petals. A man who looked like a doctor digging around inside of me, taking things out. I remember feeling his touch through my ribs and into the back of my spine. I remember hearing a snap. Everywhere was red. When I woke up, everything hurt, so I screamed. Hours and hours of screaming. I stopped once I knew no one was listening. I'm not me anymore. My body is not my body.
Y'all see how fucked up it gets? The gang gets. This is a little girl, by the way. I think she's 13. I think 13, 12. I forgot her age. But either way, still messed up. Like, and this is I think this is the first chapter where they actually put the notes in there of a child, and once y'all find out what's going on with Dowie, I think he already said it, that Dowie has 3 kids in him instead of 1, which is 3 times fucked up. But I would say it is what it is, but it ain't is what it is. These people are fucked up. And y'all want to know the reasoning behind this? Well, I think there's more emotive to what it really, really is, but I think this is just him using it as a cover up. So Harley Sawyer, one of the main antagonists of the game, was a neurosurgeon. I think he was I think that's what he was. And he's a scientist, just flat out. He's a scientist. He wants to, find the latest breakthroughs when it comes down to being a scientist. So think about all the evil geniuses that you've seen in media. You got like most of Batman's villains. You got like Brainiac, you got Lex Luthor, Jimmy Neutron, Elon Musk. You got all the evil geniuses that are in media. Think of it like, put him in that same category. So he's saying that, hey, we could just take these orphans, turn them into toys and have them do the labor for free. But what I think is really going on is he's trying to find a breakthrough to immortality. Well, a lot of people have theorized that, not just me. I didn't just come up with that off the top of the dome. But that's what this really is about. Because, like, as you learn, Poppy is the daughter of Elliot Ludwig, and we all came to the realizations that, hey, he was trying to bring her back to life. So that whole, we're gonna put these, it's still fucked up regardless. Put these kids into these toys, make them work for free. But real actuality, that's just a mask for what the real plan is to find immortality. And I'm like, you just could have said that and say, hey, we're just trying to find immortality, instead of, have kids work for free. Like, people would have been rocking with you if you would have said immortality over and making kids work for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, what?
My hands are not my hands. I try to brush the hair I still feel at my shoulders and touch nothing. I can't separate my fingers, even though I can almost feel them move. It's like nothing of what I feel actually is. Maybe that's been true for a while now. I'm in a room that's so different from the one I had in the orphanage. Everything's nailed down. I've been here a long time. I'm trying to write the list that helped before, but I've dropped the pen 3 times. I don't know what else to do. Why did I survive if this was all I'd get? What did it all mean if this is where it put me? This can't be all there is. What's important to me? Waking up from this nightmare, getting out, getting back to being me. Why? Because I'd started to like life again before, and none of this should be real. In a third note, we see what happened to Riley after being chosen. She doesn't even remember the date and just writes 4 question marks at the top of her paper. She describes being taken somewhere deep beneath everything, most likely referring to the labs that we see in the end of chapter 4. But we also learned a lot more about how the toys were experimented on. She says that they gave her a shot, putting her to sleep, but during this sleeping period, she remembers images. She says that her skin opened up like flower petals. A man who looked like a doctor was digging around inside of her and taking things out. And what's interesting about this is that when we compare this to the chapter 2 notes in Elliot Ludwig's office, it seems that the scientists have perfected the process of using the poppy flower. But this sounds really familiar when we look at the chapter 4 tape where Poppy describes her struggles to the prototype disguised as Ollie.
Are you feeling okay? I'm okay. Did the bad men hurt you? It's been weeks and weeks of taking things out and putting them back in and taking things out and putting them back in. Over and over and over. Nothing's ever gotten better, and it'll never get better.
She then writes down that after waking up, everything hurt, leading to her screaming for literal hours. She describes her new body as not having hair and fingers that can't separate. And since we eventually see her in the train car, we can see that she was turned into a Kissy Missy doll. She also says that she dropped the pen 3 times, which is very interesting because in chapter 2, when we see the bigger body's version of Kissy Missy, she fails to flip a lever, which might have just been an accident, but now that we read this, it's possible that the Huggy style experiments all have hard times doing precise actions like writing. She then tells us that she wants to wake up out of this nightmare and live life the way it was before, but sadly, this is not the end of her nightmare. The room started moving. I'm not sure what that means or where I might be going. I'm scared, but I'm trying to. Something happened. Everything is upside down. There's a hole in the room, but everything outside is so loud. They're screaming everywhere. I'm better off in here for now. I'll cover the hole with something. It sounds like everything is quiet now. Don't think it's even been an hour since it all started. No one's tried to get in here. I think I'm gonna head outside. There are bodies everywhere, piles and piles. They look like me. What's happening?
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. I don't know why that song came to mind when she said that. I'm going to hell for that. I know it. But hell, it was worth it. It was honestly worth it. Like, yeah, go ahead and boo me. Whatever. I don't care. But yeah, that crazy. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Finally calm down. Have to be calm. Have to think clearly. Have to get out. I'm gonna see if anyone's around. There's a man inside the construction vehicle. I tried banging on the glass. I don't think he can hear me, and he isn't moving. I have to get back to my room where it's safe. Figure out what happens now. Now, although it might not be explicitly said, this note talks about Riley surviving the hour of joy. And what's interesting is that this would mean that these notes take place over the period of an entire year. Because like I said earlier, the first note was written a year before the exact date of the hour of joy. She writes down that her room started moving and she has no idea where she's going. But the thing is, she stopped writing breathing and then started talking about screaming being everywhere. However, once everything got quiet, she says that she was gonna head outside, and once she did, she saw piles and piles of bodies. She then calmed down, tried to think about everything clearly, and even tried to bang on the glass of a construction vehicle to get a man's attention. But what's important is the last thing she mentions, where she says she's gonna head back to her room. This place is a prison. I didn't know I thought it'd be, but it wasn't this. I mean, what did I do wrong? They made me into this and put me in a cell. There must be hundreds, maybe even thousands of others here. How could this happen? There's no food here, only the bodies, and I refuse to eat them. The train, that's what takes everyone here. The conductor's dead, but he has a key that makes the train move. I didn't know there were people elsewhere, or if they intend to come back here with more like me. I'll take the key, make sure no one else can come here. I'll put it where no one can find it. I didn't know how little or much my life mattered, but I can do this one thing. Maybe it'll save someone, anyone, even just one person. That would be enough. Nobody else should hear what I've had to hear inside this place. Nobody else should know hell like this, or the demons that live there. What's important? That I helped someone I wanted to someday when I thought I was adopted. That my life mattered to someone. Why? So that I'll know, wherever I go now, hopefully to my parents, that I fulfilled a little of what I said I would, and made life just a little better for someone else, even if this place took everything else. In her final notes, she realizes that this place is a prison, and just as Poppy described it in the Untitled tape, Riley says that the only food there is are the bodies, but she refuses to eat them. She says that the train conductor is dead, but he has a key which makes the train move. So she took the key and hid it where no one would be able to find it. She says that no matter how little or how much her life mattered, in doing this one thing, she hopes to save somebody, even if it's only one person, and says that wherever she goes now, hopefully to her parents, that she's fulfilled a little bit of what she said she would do. And this honestly seems to be referring to the afterlife, as her parents have passed away, and because we find her in the train car with the key, it seems that she starved herself. And the person that she ended up helping was us, and we used that key to enter the train and make our way into the prison. And if she knew what she had done for us, I think she would believe that her life had purpose. As with this key, we're one step closer to putting an end to absolutely everything that Playtime Co. had started. Although Riley may have felt hopeless in the moment, we managed to help make her life meaningful. Weekly Checkup 1172. Week ending December 23rd, 1994. Subject 1172. Original procedure date November of 1990. Reasons for observation: emotional dysregulation, overactive autonomic nervous system or acute stress response, and episodes consisting of shaking, heavy breathing, and decreased concentration. When giving writing implements, 1172 has communicated to the best of her ability high levels of stress, feelings of impending doom, and a strong desire to return to her previous living quarters. These reported feelings and accompanying symptoms began following 1172's transfer to the shelf and originally rendered her unable to complete assigned tasks. Recently, however, 1172 has shown gradual but steady improvements. Research staff have noticed a drop in number of emotional episodes, as well as shortened duration when they do occur. One factor of improvement is believed to be scheduled periods of supervised socialization with other subjects within the block. This measure was personally requested by Stella Graber and has had a positive impact not only on 1172 but several other subjects. Subject continues to rub the fur on her arms, most likely unconsciously in response to stress. Conclusion: at this rate, it's believed 1172 will not need corrective intervention, medical or otherwise after all. While still reporting negative feelings, subject is back to a state of functioning such that she can return to her tasks. For the time being, the research team recommends physical work in a quiet setting. Waitlist for corrective procedures. No change.
So I've seen a lot of people in real life actually deal with what this character deals with, and I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of deal with this a little bit. So a lot of people, especially I've seen this a lot in the military. Also, a lot of veterans have this as well, and they deal with the same stuff she deals with. Like it's pretty much her anxiety is what is getting her, but not just that. She was turned into a toy. But we weren't gonna sit through the whole video though because there is a lot. But as you can see, let's see like why John Cena's WWE heel turn was 100% justified. Let's watch that.
Firm to turn heel. Now, for almost 2 decades, fans
Hold
collect.
on.
We
So
all made it.
WrestleMania, their takes on pro wrestling, I kind of don't agree with a lot. This is how I am when it comes to pro wrestling YouTubers and stuff. I watch Cultaholic. Well, I just recently got back to watching Cultaholic because at first I stopped watching them because they had one guy on there that was just annoying. He was just really, really annoying. And I just got tired of seeing him on my screen, so I kind of unsubscribed to them. But I subscribed to them back because I'm like, if he on there, I'll just change the video, whatever. But Cultaholic, What Culture, WrestleMania, and Wrestle Talk, I keep up with those 4 channels because they just, whatever news is out there, they share it. And I know that I can go to them because I know I wouldn't say they're credible sources because they get their stuff wrong too. It's just the way they put the news out it's how I enjoy it. I used to watch like Ango, but Ango kind of got annoying at a certain point. I haven't watched Pro Wrestling Unlimited in years. Like I think the guy on there is kind of annoying too. It's just I don't really care for the opinions of others when it comes to pro wrestling, unless I'm not trying to be mean about this, but I'm like, I don't really care about other people's opinions when it comes to pro wrestling, because at the end of the day, all I'm gonna ask you is, did you enjoy the show? Did you find anything on there that entertained you? No? Okay, well, I got no control over that, buddy. I'm sorry. And the thing that kind of blows me is how like people nowadays, and this is not with pro wrestling, it's just with everything now, that their opinion is the gospel. Like we have to go off of what they want, what they say. So like for example, I was seeing somebody say that John Cena's heel turn was trash. Okay, cool. That's whatever. That's how he feels. That's how he feels. Got no control over that. But to sit up and say, if you enjoy this, you're not a real wrestling fan, you can get the fuck out of here with that. That gatekeeping shit is just corny. It's so corny to me, especially over fake fighting. Like last year when The Rock came back. I mean, it was dumb. It was dumb. I do agree. It was really dumb. I don't know why he did that. When Rock came back, took Cody Rhodes' spot, whatever. Now, I was happy to see The Rock. I was happy to see, that we was finally getting that Rock versus Roman match. But then once the nostalgia and the hype died down, I'm like, how come he just couldn't be in the Rumble? He just should have gotten the Rumble and won the Royal Rumble match instead of taking it from Cody. Like that was dumb. Like, I'm a huge Rock fan, but that was dumb. Like really, really, really dumb. So when he did that, it did set off a lot of people. And like I seen people talk about if you enjoyed this, then you're not a real wrestling fan, and blah 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 blah. And they go into these long posts talking about the business. And when they start with that shit, I mean, bro, get out of my face, dog. You got nothing to do. You just a fan watching these niggas wrestle, man. Like stop. Like stop. Gotta protect the business. It's exposing the business, and like stop, bro. Just stop it. When they start with that, it goes to one ear and out the other. Because I'm all like, you have no stocks in any of these companies. It's just there for entertainment. Yes, it was dumb, like I just said. The Rock shouldn't have done what he did, but he did anyways. And we ended up getting a tag team match one night, and we ended up getting the Cody versus Roman match that we were supposed to get, and Cody ended up winning. Now it's about to be a year of him being champ. So that's why I just like when it comes to stuff like you just got to just learn how to tune out the hate. And I wouldn't say the haters, but tune out the folks that think they know everything, because everybody don't know everything.
We all made it easy for him to turn heel. Now, for almost 2 decades, fans collectively wondered if John Cena would ever turn heel. Cena was WWE's top babyface for the best part of 20 years, and due to fan resentment to a somewhat stagnant babyface character, there was a mass urge to see Cena turn heel several times throughout his iconic career. The discourse surrounding a potential Cena heel turn was always exciting. Fans always had their own unique theories in relation to the turn. But why would Cena turn heel? How would he explain to his young fans that he was now the bad guy? Would Cena debut new gear and a new theme song? It really made for a fascinating discussion. Yet during Cena's full-time run in WWE, the heel turn just never occurred. The closest that fans got to an official heel turn was in 2012, when there were creative plans in place for Cena to legitimately turn heel. This would have come during his feud with The Rock, and Cena went as far as discussing the plans for his heel turn during an interview with Chris Van Vliet. I got word that they were doing it. I went out and recorded a new song. I went out and got all new gear. In 48 hours, I had a new track, a new studio mix theme song, and a final mix. I had 7 new singlets, low-cut singlets with boxing-type robes. When Cena first revealed this in an interview, there was a lot of disappointment, as fans were under the impression that they had missed out on Cena potentially embarking on a heel run of a lifetime. When Cena returned to WWE in early 2025 to embark on his retirement tour, it was firmly expected that Cena would wrestle for the next 12 months as a babyface before sailing off into the sunset as one of the greatest babyfaces in WWE history. However, WWE and Cena decided they didn't want to play it safe, and at the 2025 Elimination Chamber event, Cena would turn on Cody Rhodes and he would side with The Rock, and Cena would officially become a heel for the first time since late 2003. Now, it wouldn't be hyperbolic to say that Cena's heel turn at the Elimination Chamber show is one of the most shocking turns in WWE history. Nobody saw it coming, and the way it was presented was just perfect. Cena's whole demeanor throughout the chamber was off, and there was a sinister side coming out of him in the actual match. And when Cena and Rhodes hugged following the match, the villainous look in Cena's eyes told the whole story. Cena sold his soul, and there was no turning back. From WWE's perspective, this was a risky yet bold move. Cena vs Rhodes was a money match with both as babyfaces, but with Cena as a heel, it was completely unknown territory. Thankfully, thanks to Cena's first heel promo on Raw, we know that fans are firmly siding with the reigning WWE champion, and due to Cena's popularity as well as his cool factor as a heel, it wouldn't have been out of the question for fans to side with Cena. The fact that fans are still 100% on Team Cody shows how cemented Rhodes is as the face of the company, and working with a heel version of Cena is only going to enhance Rhodes in that established role. But all eyes were set on Raw from Belgium, which would see Cena explain the heel turn. Fans on social media had endless suggestions on how Cena would explain the turn. Would Cena simply explain that he would do whatever it took to win world title number 17, or would Cena state that the fans had been against him for 20 years and now it was time to exact revenge? Ultimately, it would be the latter, as Cena would deliver an ice-cold walk to the ring on Raw and deliver arguably the finest promo of his entire career. In Cena's opening few lines, he would address the heel turn, and his attention would fully be on the disrespect that he had received from the audience. When someone is properly grounded in life, they shouldn't have to look outside themselves for approval. You're making this so easy for me. You see, for 25 years, I've been the victim. Okay, I've been the victim of an abusive relationship. No. You've lost.
Now, this is where we start ruffling some feathers, and I honestly don't care. But, yeah, Cena has every right to turn heel. And I'm not booing Big Match John either. I'll never forget, it was like sometime last year, I was cheering on Rhea Ripley, but I said something on Instagram though, and somebody gonna say I'm not a real fan and that I don't have a brain because we manipulated it to where people can cheer for heels now, and it was some dumbass on the Instagram who thought that, who still believed that this shit was real. But I'm just all like, no, even though Rhea Ripley wasn't wrong from storyline wise, she was wrong. John has every right to do what he's doing, so. And also don't let nobody tell you that you can't cheer for somebody either, like, and tell you that you're not a real fan. Like those niggas, them type of idiots, you could tell don't get laid at all. Cause I'm not like you taking this way too serious, my boy. I'm gonna need you to go have several seats because you talking about some. I need to stay out of the wrestling community. When everybody backed me up and said that no, he has every right to cheer for who he wants to cheer for. It's fake, because when I said I cheer for Rhea Ripley, he was all like, "Oh, he's showing his true colors." I was like, he must be special. He must be special. He has to be special.
lost your time to talk, yeah? Okay, fine. Take the floor and do what you do with it. All you do is be hurtful. All you are is abusive. And all you've ever done is bully me into being your damn puppet and expected me to do it all with a smile on my face. No more. This was Cena basically saying that the days of him getting booed and taking it on the chin are over, and it was his time to bite back at the audience. This was an interesting explanation, as whilst the content and delivery of the promo was superb, in recent years, the Cena sucks chants have basically disappeared, so it's understandable why some fans have been critical of this element of the explanation. If this heel turn was done 15 years ago and Cena used the exact explanation, then it would have made a lot more sense. But the highlight of the promo would be Cena focusing on the consumerism of his brand, and how all fans just wanted to take. Each one of these idiots is proving my point with every breath. My point is, no matter what I do, it's never enough, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. All you ever do is take. You take, and you take, and you only care about yourselves. I put my values on the line to make a very important choice in my life, and all you can think of was, what do we get? My story changed. What do we get? John Cena's coming to my town. What do we get? This is trending. What do we get? Not one of you sons of bitches asked me how I feel. No one. It's just, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? You get nothing. Now this was such a...
Now that part, that part, I actually agreed with Cena on. I'm like, yeah, y'all sure he acting? You sure he acting, guys? You sure he's not just outright just telling it how it is? Because I've seen a lot of wrestling fans getting their fifis and their feelings over stuff like, oh, like there was a photo that was floating out there of the Wyatt Six. I think they was at Whataburger or something, and they took a photo with a fan. And they were out of costume, and they were just enjoying their food like normal people, like the normal people that they are. And I'm seeing people say, I've seen some people be all like, oh, they need to stay in character. It's dumb. Oh, breaking kayfabe. I'm all like, y'all are special. Like, for real. These are grown ass men, by the way. Y'all are special. Like, for real, special. And they were all like, and one of them was all like if he met Ric Flair in person, if he's not styling and profiling, then what are we doing? We pay for them to do. And when I heard that part when he was talking about, I was like, oh, we pay for their entertainment, for them to entertain us and blah 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 blah. I'm like, they treat this like their 9-to-5 job, like how we treat ours. Like, say for example, you work at a store, all right. From 9 to 5, you're stocking shelves all day, every day. But once you hit 5 o'clock and you clock out, do you want to still be acting like you're stocking shelves after 5 o'clock? I don't think so. So for them, a lot of wrestling fans are very entitled pricks. And it's hilarious how they act, because half of them probably can't even lift up their leg just to sit up and say that, oh, somebody can't wrestle or somebody can't, that kind of thing.
Just smart inclusion from Cena. This was Cena basically saying that despite fans telling him he sucks for years, they still ate up everything he did. He was still the biggest star in the company. He was still the #1 wrestling attraction in the world. This was Cena calling out the hypocrisy from fans, and using Cena's logic here, he was more than justified for having enough of the fans. Cena would follow this up by saying that the fans wouldn't be getting a new look or a new theme music, and the inclusion of Cena stating that it's his voice on his own theme was a welcome touch. You get what you've earned, and what you've earned is nothing. You don't get a new look because you dress like me. I don't dress like you idiots. You don't get new music. That is my voice on that song, and your time is finally up, and my time is finally now. The only thing that you get is to take a long look in the mirror to see how awful each and every one of you has been for 25 years to me. As Cena throughout the promo was hinting at how the fans didn't like his identity, and Cena was basically saying that he takes offense to the idea of changing his theme song because it's his song. It's not a WWE produced song, it represents him and his core established values. In relation to Rhodes, Cena would address Rhodes in his promo, and it appears that WWE are going in the direction that Cena is convinced that the fans will turn on Rhodes. However, when the fans don't turn on Rhodes, he will realize that he was completely wrong, and Cena will have to face the music. Cena explained the dislike towards Rhodes by saying, you're chanting for Cody. Oh, of course, your brand new shiny toy, because you're about to put this one out to pasture. Like I said, with every breath you prove my point that you're awful people, and that's every single person in this room. No one is safe, no one can hide, especially the people I can pick out in the crowd. Yeah, I see you, and you in the front row, and you in the front row. Now this part of Cena's promo examined the distress and the panic of Cena's retirement. Cena is about to retire at the end of the year, and self-admittedly, Cena has a truly horrendous win-loss record over the past few years. Cena has lost to names such as Solo Sikoa and Austin Theory, and Cena not winning a single match on television since 2018 is rather alarming. This is a meta angle that WWE are taking, as some fans have stated that Cena is past it in the ring, and it'll be interesting to see if Cena dissects this further in the forthcoming weeks. Now, the best heel turns are those that are grounded, well, somewhat in reality. This is the case here. Cena's frustrations are understandable and have a ton of weight. The only element that has yet been explored is the nature of the relationship between him and The Rock. Cena quote-unquote sold his soul to the final boss, but it's not been made clear what exactly this means and how The Rock is actually helping Cena achieve his goals. Fans are under the impression that before the year is out, Cena will revert back to being a babyface. This seems wise, as it seems unlikely that Cena retires as a heel, and it's possible that Cena realizes the error of his villainous ways and turns on The Rock to close out his final run. It would also make for a fascinating twist if a babyface such as Rhodes addresses Cena's prior dark deeds. Cena has undertaken several heelish acts over his babyface years, ranging from stealing Zack Ryder's girlfriend to taking advantage of Rey Mysterio when Mysterio won the WWE title. A babyface telling the audience that the heel version of Cena had been there all along would be a unique twist that would round out the lore of the heel version of the WWE legend. Whatever the plans are for Cena's heel turn, this is sure.
Cody Rhodes is so damn stale, bro. I'm sorry, Cody Rhodes is stale. He's boring. He's really boring. He was born in AEW though, so before people start jumping on, nah, man, I thought he was born in AEW. It's just, I don't know, man. Cody Rhodes is just boring, just really boring, and I'm standing on that too. I mean,
to be one of the most exciting times in WWE history. WWE has one of the most talented, universally over wrestlers of all time performing as a heel in a virtually unscripted capacity, and the possibilities for greatness are endless.
Yeah, but he's right though. Possibilities, the victims of John Cena. Should we watch this? The victims of John Cena. That's funny. That is funny. Oh, let's watch the Bleach, some of this Bleach stuff too. Cause Bleach Rebirth, gameplay, no commentary. So Bleach got a new game out, and oh, somebody's already disappointed by the game. Okay, and yeah, I don't know if anybody's saying that it should be an Evo or anything like that. Not yet, at least. But let's see, cause people thought that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero should have been on there, and yeah, we saw how that turned out, right?
Oh, guess I should get serious. Let's get warmed up.
Get ready. It's on.
Right. Let's go, Soy Phone.
So it seems like, yeah, it's another arena fighter. It's another arena fighter. Yeah, no, I'm good on this game, y'all. We good on. Like, I'm not even trying to be a hater. It's just that's not. Nah, it's good. I'm kind of over anime fighters, anyways. I haven't played an anime fighter in some years. Oh, new JoJo chapter though. Let's go ahead and hop back on. Some do. If it will boot up. Well, while we're waiting for that, I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. Alright, so we back. And so I thought I beat the game right, but really it's just I beat that portion of the story. So now I'm in chapter 4 and I'm looking mad fabulous with all this white on. I feel holy. So it's going to get, look at me, all holy and shit. Well, don't look at the mask though, because you know the mask doesn't match. But me and my little cat buddy here, oh, I've been streaming for 3 hours. Let's go. About to be streaming for a little more. First of all, check the drip. The drip. Drip. There you go. What can I say? I like request support. Banners have been updated. Okay. Talk to homie. Let's go ahead and talk to the homie real quick.
Hi.
Oh gosh. Tell me he was grateful to you. Okay. I'm sure there's more to it than I'm understanding, but I feel the same way. So please take this as you do. Thank you. You received the Dragon Ball Wings pendant. Use the appearance menu at the camp to adjust your pendant settings. Okay, cool. Vic, what the hell you doing? Oh, that don't look right.
Shall we head out? Or did you have another quest in mind?
Yeah, see the quest list real quick. Should I go back in? I sure can. So which one? Oh, I can't do it. Optional quest. No, I want that. Big quest. That's those flares. Now that's the one I was looking for right here. Let me see if I can get the rest of the gear pieces.
Let's do this.
Oh, why am I walking?
It's doing something.
Here come Daddy.
Not good.
Yeah, my daddy wasn't ready for that. Shit got spicy. Hold on now. God dang. Y'all pissy. Big man blasters. Big man blasters. Song stuck in my head, bro. seen that before. Go team go. Go team go. But I can from trying to get the rest of it. Or I think got a bow too to go with it. That shit. Yep, I sure do. Look at that. I don't think I'm gonna change my armor. Look at damage. Like that. Daddy right there. Alright, never mind. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be changing my gear no time soon. Unless there's some more badass armor out there. Which I believe it will be. Also, I ain't the only one that was trying to break all the gear. You just trying to look fabulous in white. That's all that is, y'all. There we go, my favorite move. Motherfucking Spider-Man wanna do that shit. Yeah, Capcom cooked when they made this game. Like, I'm not even a Monster Hunter fan like that, but this right here, yeah, nah. Go team go. Man. Good job, please. Good game, y'all. Good game. I don't know if they can hear me, but good game. wearing its ass like a hat. Make sure I get everything here. Just before because I'm gonna make a second character, but I'm gonna make that second character just for stream. This right here is just a character I've made just for the fun of it. Just to, you know, have a character to play on the side. I need to go ahead and be Avowed, but it's so mid. It's painfully mid, bro, like honestly. Okay, let me see what I got. All right, now let's see if we can go.
Hey. What are we making today? Subar?
Okay.
You know where to find me.
That I do. All right, let's go. Let's see what you want. Let's see what shot you want real quick.
Shall we head out? Or did you have another quest in mind?
Let's go. Well, hold on. Oh wait, I could create those out there, I think. But I do want to do this though. I dare somebody to make this in real life and tell me how it tastes.
Subar. Shall we head out? Or did you have another quest in mind?
Set on out.
Perfect. And then let's begin our investigation.
Let's go.
Kind of strange seeing the entirety of the Eastlands in a season of plenty.
It is. But also incredible what the Dragon Torch is capable of.
Even if this surge is temporary, it's hard to imagine the effect of all this on the ecosystem.
My boy's voice is deep as fuck.
Of investigating it all the juicier, no?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Up ahead. Woodwoods.
Okay.
I couldn't even begin to imagine. That thing is far beyond our understanding.
Agreed. At some point, we'll have to put our heads together with the Astrum unit and figure it out.
But for now, we've got our plates full observing this biome, and I plan on enjoying the meal.
Oh, that was funny or something. Yeah, so for tomorrow's stream, I'm gonna find a classic game to play. And we're gonna, I don't know, I might go play Gears of War tomorrow or something. I don't know. Gonna call it Classic Sundays or something like that. What the hell am I doing? I'm just running around. Hold on. Oh no, y'all ain't about to run up on me like that.
These tracks are, interesting.
To get a better look, let's head for the canopy.
All right.
Yeah, I wasn't done with you, boy. Oh, did you see that dash? Fabulous. Can't nobody fuck with me.
It's almost as if the forest is more alive than usual.
Yeah. Fuck with me if you want to. Alright, where are we supposed to go? We're on top of the tree. Okay. What's wrong with him? That's where you're at.
I see. An egg.
Man, what? Well, oh wait. Alright, no, okay, so yeah, we're good. We're almost there. I thought we was going off track. Yep, just passed it. So I can go like that for a little bit. Then we could probably turn around. Yeah. No, stop. Here you go. You're almost there. So is there like a elevator or some shit? So is it not right here? Alright, the man's lost. Oh joy. Oh, tired of being lost. Okay. We gonna go ahead and oh well. Oh well. Go ahead and end the stream here because your boy's getting sleepy. Well, yeah, getting sleepy. So, but guys, I'll be back tomorrow around 8 o'clock. We're gonna be doing this again. But we're gonna be playing something a little different. I'm gonna find something. We might watch some more videos as well. But other than that, guys, man, I love y'all. Please take care of yourselves. Other than that,